So, yeah, disappointing to drop points against Tottenham, but in the circumstances...
It was okay. We weren't unhappy in the pub.
Better than losing.
Better than losing to
And
Spurs.
to see them time-wasting, celebrating a point, hilarious.
After the week.
Now, you were saying, Chelsea.
Yeah. Well, they're a point ahead of Newcastle. So, that's something, isn't it, for them? It's just getting... It never fails to be funny. Somebody said to me, I'm not laughing anymore. I thought, I am. What?
Who said that?
I don't know. If somebody I was speaking to, I can't remember, they said, I don't even find it funny anymore. I do. I will continuously... Oh, yeah. It was Jose Mourinho. That's who it was. It was just the thought of him in a hotel room in a Travelodge in Stoke, sat there trying to get the football on and raging
when a round of cheese sandwiches with crisps on the side.
For £9.45. A £3 plate charge. He's
paid 17 quid for Wi-Fi.
Having to do a selfie with a spotty kid in the tray.
And raging about Lloyd Remy not diving.
And they're saying that when we don't do Sky Sports,
we don't do Sky.
We got ITV2.
You can listen to it on Radio 5. It's on the radio.
Through the keyholes on.
He's gone like this. Preview.
I mean,
you can watch American Sniper, $6.95.
Nothing. $6.95.
Best place to put your car, sir. It's just outside your own window. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, the kitchen's shut for home games.
Nothing not funny, mate. Nothing not.
You can watch it in the Charlie Adams suite.
Yeah. I mean, all of it.
Red and white striped carpet.
All of it.
And all the while they're losing.
Diego Costa was saying that Ryan Shawcross has BO. Did you see that?
I did see that. I thought Mourinho should have got a helicopter and just flown over the ground or gone round the ground in a light aircraft towing a message.
We can
mark up.
Move in 10 yards.
You're a lazy bastard, Fabregas.
On the bench, you're a lazy bastard. He had him on
He's
the bench.
not even in the team.
He's not even in the team.
No.
There was these false reports. I think they're false about him being the fifth columnist inside the club. But
he went to Twitter to deny it.
Yeah, but
he did,
he's on the bench.
It's not a happy camp.
It seems to be at the moment him or Hazard, basically. So he's not starting.
Hazard will leave, won't he?
Well, he might. He doesn't want to play for him anymore, does he?
Well, he doesn't want to miss out the Champions League. He's one of the best players in Europe.
I wish Willian would leave. He's like,
he's the one who's doing all the work.
If anyone's going to dig him out of
Who would you have out of their team? now the vultures are circling.
Right now?
Willian.
Yeah,
I'd have Willian.
Instead of who?
Not Costa.
No.
No?
Would you have Costa?
Can you talk about the steward? Huh? He went over to the
steward. That's
the ball
right.
went out of play. Was it Shawcross? I think slid it out, and he went through the corner flag. They're right down in the corner, and it looked like it's like at the Emirates. There's one corner where there's ambulance access.
Yeah.
Right? It's quite appropriate that Costa should be down there with Shawcross, given that both of them like breaking other people's bones. And he's down in the corner, and the ball bounced out to a load of Stoke stewards, and all standing, and they all just watched Costa coming over. They're all thinking, "Oh, look, there's Costa coming over to get the ball back." None of them moved to get it. Well, they don't, right?
No, why would they?
And he bent down to pick the ball up, and as he did it, he just trod on the steward's foot with his studs and leant down like he's been doing at corners since he was 12 years old.
It wasn't an assault, though, was it?
Well, yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. I mean, it is. And then he turned away.
Didn't say sorry.
He did, because he's tried to hurt the bloke. I don't know what he thought the bloke should do. He's a kind of a sociopath who thinks that everyone somehow, if they're not behaving in the way I want them to, they're against me. Therefore, I will attack them. Right? So he's trodden on the guy's foot. That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Must hurt. Studs.
That hurts. Yeah. Right? Footballers know how to do that stuff.
Blades. That probably
He's
hurts.
gone and leant in. Big strong lad. Ouch. Picked the ball up, gone away. The stewards ain't gone and made a complaint. Anyway, on Match of the Day, they show it. And Shearer's determined to play it down. Shearer, for some reason, is determined
maybe
to play
because
it down.
he
There's nothing there. There's
maybe
nothing
because he
in that.
more than stamped on Neil Lennon.
Well, quite. I mean,
someone
you
in
know
the
what it
face.
reminded me of?
Why
Remember
would they?
years ago we were playing and Fabregas got stamped on in the head. Do you remember? I think when Bergkamp went
it
over
West
to the
Ham?
bloke. It was at Highbury. I thought it was Sheffield United, but anyway. He got hold of the bloke by the face and Bergkamp got sent off. But the guy had trodden on Fabregas's head. Fabregas was our teenage wonder kid there.
Yeah.
And Harry Bassett was in the studio, and he was saying, "There's nothing in that. There's nothing happened there. They're petulant, Arsenal. They're petulant. See, nothing, right?" Harry Batty's never been seen in the studio since, because he was so anti-Arsenal, he couldn't contain himself. He was so determined that Arsenal were just making a fuss about nothing and trying to get people into trouble, hadn't done anything wrong, and it was sort of anti-English and what's wrong with them, and they can't take it, they don't like it up, and all this. The bloke stamped on his head. And so,
nobody likes that.
So there's a little echo of that in Shearer trying to play down, Costa treading on a steward's foot. It's all gone a little bit Cantona. You can't go around doing things like that. I mean, all right, it's not a kung fu kick. It's sly, and it's designed to go unnoticed and look like nothing. But it's also designed to hurt someone who just is standing at the side of the pitch.
And that's the thing. But that's the thing. It is so fantastically snide. Right?
Yeah,
he's
an epic.
Just
arsehole.
Part of his game.
So would you have him? That's the question.
He doesn't even think he's doing
Would
it.
you have
Actually,
him?
not on this season's form.
No, he's not playing well at all.
He really isn't. He's only scored 2 goals this season.
He's a bit ineffectual.
He's getting
Last
scraps all the
season, he had a
time.
run of goals at the beginning, didn't he? And Fabregas had a run of form, a lot of assists at the beginning, and they had an amazing
He's a
start.
class act when he plays well. He's
When
great.
the first 11 games last season, they won 9, drew 2.
Yeah.
They were running away at the top.
And they won the league
In the
at that
second
point.
half of the season, they fell away. But really, I was doing a gig in Halifax at the weekend, and I saw Tom and Dom from Bradford,
Good lads.
Bantam's Banter. We had a bit of a laugh afterwards. And really, you can trace back Chelsea's decline
To the Bradford game. Spurs
when they
as
threw
well.
away a 2-0 lead, and they lost 4-2 at home to Bradford. And that was the first bizarre, catastrophic result. And they hung on to a title that no one seemed to want to win last year. People just didn't.
They won
do
it in
enough.
the first 10 games. You're right. See, that's exactly what
But
it was.
really, it's not just this season they've been going this way. They've been on this
rubbish for
slide since
7
January.
months.
Yeah.
And they were 10 points clear of us when they were playing for a draw against us last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this makes it all much more pleasurable
More
now,
hilarious.
doesn't it, really?
So I
Just
think
the whole
only
thing.
Willing would have a chance again. Have we been on since Trevor Francis?
His legs are
called
gone.
out. He just called him out as an old man on BT.
Legs are
It
gone.
was a beautiful
John Terry.
moment. Trevor
Francis
just
on
said,
BT.
You
just
just
going,
look
his
at
legs-
John Terry
legs
now.
gone.
His legs have gone, and he just looks like an old man on the pitch. I just wish I'd recorded.
That's what Trevor Francis said
wow.
on TV, and you're thinking,
It was
blimey,
cold.
that's pretty unequivocal.
Yeah.
And he's allowed to criticise because he's played the game at the highest level. So, that's all right. JT will take it from him.
Oh, there was no. There's no real winners in that argument.
So,
It's true. You have to take it on the chin from your peers. Oh, wait, no, he has gone, though. He'd gone a bit last year, hadn't he? Hey, who
he
cares?
played every game last year.
cares?
Every minute of it. You're right. Who cares?
Who cares?
That's true.
I
That's
know.
true. Let's just enjoy the
they'll
moment.
fire the manager. They'll get another manager.
Do you think they will fire him?
I think they should.
well,
I
that's
know they
different.
want to. I know they would like to. Maybe he'll turn it around. Maybe, but I just feel like he's seen it himself before everyone else. He started burning all his bridges. Massive balls up with the doctor.
All that, yeah.
Should have apologised.
Tried to buy John Stones.
Couldn't get John Stones.
Claudio Ranieri
Suddenly
doing so well.
Suddenly
as
it's
well.
a bit different in the league. Yeah,
It
all the
is.
managers that he's had personal digs at over the years.
All of them.
Ranieri, Wenger,
well.
Pellegrini.
doing okay.
All in the top 4. All the managers that he praises and adore, the ones who are failing. Rodgers fired.
Yeah.
He's going to struggle. Now, 4th place, let's face it, is wide open.
Yeah.
It's completely up for grabs. Chelsea, maybe they'll get some form together and make a run for it. Who knows? They're a long way back. But other clubs are eyeing that. Tottenham clearly are going to be wanting it. West Ham have got the Olympic Stadium coming. They suddenly... Slaven Bilic is no nonsense.
No.
They got Payet out for 3 months though.
Have they?
have
That's
they?
such a shame for them, actually, because he's
That's
really
a
good.
disaster
Yeah,
for
it
them.
is, because he's a class player.
What's he done?
Don't know.
Corporal's doing all right over there, by the way.
Sean wants him back, doesn't he? Instead
Sure
of
loves the
Debussy.
Corporal. Yeah, well, I feel sorry for Callum Chambers, actually.